We live. I think it might have worked, y'all. I think it might have worked. Okay, it popped up one time. Yeah, I think it might have worked. I just had to reset because I was like, yeah, troubleshoot. I just had to troubleshoot, the typical troubleshooting when you're connecting online, basically, because it's often something. But it's often something with Facebook. It's often something. And I'm not on it as often as many users may be. But I'm on it enough to realize the times I come on, what's the probability is something when it comes to the connectivity. But it's all good. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I know that I was originally scheduled to come on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 10 p.m. at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm actually gonna share with y'all why I'm on now, an hour after, cause I'm still on. So that's the good news. I'm here. That's good news. First off, I'm here. Thank God for that, right? And then I'm gonna share with y'all why. Okay, let me here we go. Let me share this on my other Facebook page real quick. So my original live is coming from my Teressa B Facebook page, y'all. So those that wanna pop up, if you want to shout out, if you want to say something. Hey, Kimmy girl, where you at, Kimmy? Are you in Illinois? Shout out to Illinois. Are you in Illinois? Shout out to Chicago. Okay, I just posted that. But y'all. Let me see, how many more Tuesdays in the summer? Summer ain't over, y'all. Summer ain't over till my baby's birthday. At least until my baby birthday come through. And my baby birthday ain't here yet, child. Summer over. So today's September 9th. Summer is technically September 16th is technically the last Tuesday of the summer. But we're going to make it 23rd. So 2 more Tuesdays after today, for sure. I will be here, for sure. And then I'm still going to do my little pop-ups any day of the week. But 2 more Tuesdays here, y'all. So, if you want to post anything, share anything, if you want me to bring it on video at any point, put it in the message. If you want to chat through the video or the chat. But on average, 20, no more than 30 minutes, y'all. It got to be no more than 30 minutes on Tuesday. When I do the pop-ups, okay, depending on when I do that, because usually I like to do the pop-ups on the weekend, because then I'm usually other places too, and yeah, and I didn't have like a full day of doing other stuff, because much of Monday through Friday, I just advise, because I'm an advisor, a success advisor. So I spend a lot of time in different ways, working at a university as working at a university as an academic one, working at the out in the local communities, no matter where I reside. Wherever I stay, working there, volunteering as a youth advisor, just strangers I see and I'm chit-chatting with, relatives, whoever, mentors. So I'm doing it all day, mostly Monday through Friday, different ways. So weekends, not as much. So that's why I know most weekends I can stay on a little longer, but I need my rest on Tuesdays. And so that's why it's no more than 30 minutes. But at least y'all know around the time. And it's 2 more Tuesdays for sure. But hey, Kimmy girl. Hey. Last month in Chicago, you gone in 2 weeks. What? Girl, where you going? Where you going? You gone in 2 weeks. So, yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna be on here for a minute. So yeah, post and share if you wanna Shout out where you from, where you at, where you going. I'll be looking on here, checking it out, seeing what y'all up to. So yeah, share what y'all up to. Let me know. And that's why I'm on here, like I said. And if you on Just Teressa B page, that's where I'm going live from. Just Teressa B Facebook page. But I'm gonna upload it. I shared it on my other Facebook page, and then I usually upload. I'm at least gonna upload this one, and some of them I usually upload on my YouTube, Teressa B YouTube. But those that want to go live right now, it's gonna be Facebook. I'll let you know when it's on other ones. One step at a time. So yeah, push your stuff out so I can share. And then, like I said, when I do the pop-ups, those will be longer. But pop-ups, again, can't give you a date or time. It's when I feel like it on that one. But it is usually when I'm doing less of this all day, like I said. So it's usually weekend. So, yeah, let me know what's going on with y'all. And like I said, it's basically I'm here an hour later than what I said I would be, and that's only on my Just Teressa B Facebook event page, because you can see that the details on the event page. And the reason why I'm here. Long story short, because I'm gonna give more details when I record this on Sociable Healing Podcast. To represent Operation SheGotCourage nonprofit foundation of mine and my child's and the community. But yeah, I got an email. So, okay. To try to make this brief, the last time I went back, the last time I was in Chicago, y'all, was in August. And what weekend that fell on? So that was the second Saturday. I was in Chicago in August, the second Saturday. A couple reasons. First of all, something to do with my baby, because she did, so I'm sure it was that. And then the other thing was because my niece, who was born on August 9th, that was her, and my sister been doing it since she passed in 99. That's just been her healthy tradition. So if I am in town, yeah, it's to me, I don't even have to think about it. It's like, because this happened when I was 15. I'm 41 now. It just comes natural. That's where I knew I was supposed to be if I'm in the area. That's just what it is. So, but in the midst of this, trust me, I'm giving it to you brief. I'm giving it to you brief, but you can still put your info on here, and I'm gonna check y'all out. I just want to get y'all this. But in the midst of this, while we were there, which was one of that was one of the best moments. Well, that was the best moment since prior to other times I've went. But it wasn't just that either. It was also probably the best moment that I've been around. 2, 4, 6, 8, more than 8 blood relatives as an adult. This probably was the only, well, I know it was the best moment, but I can't remember how many moments I had with more than being around 8 or more blood relatives, where it all just was naturally genuine, naturally positive. And let me, so what was some of those? Shout out again, my sister was there. Both sisters was there, but obviously the sister with child in loss, she was there. My mom was there. My sister's husband was there. My sister's mother-in-law was there. I was there. Okay, let me stick to siblings right now. Two of my brothers was there. So shout out to Clyde. So y'all know who that is. That's a Caliber sister, Tamika, Clyde. My mama, y'all know. Clyde Junior. Cleo. 2 nephews. Edward Kai, so that's about 11. Cousin Keena, that's about 12. Cousin Sharon and cousin Cherish. Tell me, y'all, if I got it right. Did I get your niece's name right, Kippy girl? Cherish. So that was about 12 or 13. And that was 12 or 13. And pretty much none of us knew who would come, but we at least knew my sister be there. But I didn't know until that day. I rode with Kina girl to it. Good to see everybody. But I spent a little bit longer with her because we rode together with Julia. And then I didn't know until Sharon walked up. That was so nice to catch up with her with some stuff and see her daughter. Is it Cherish? Is it Cherish? Because I think it's Cherish. I think it's Cherish. Yeah, just to see everybody. But energy was good. So, and I have to get that little background out because I had to get it. But to wrap it up, so in the midst of this moment, and we got the tent set up, I shared and I need to post. I'll post it. I think I did post it. I think I posted a quick little clip. I did. It's on my page. I don't know if it's on the Just Teressa B page, but I know it's on my Instagram page, and I know it's on the Just Teressa page. Just a little glimpse, I believe. I know I posted, but I'm trying to remember. Was it the video clip? But the music playing, you know, we had the cake and ice cream, and you know, giving her happy birthday. And how old was she would have been? Oh my goodness. Well, we were 8 years apart, so she would have been 33. She would have been 30. Ooh, wow. And she passed at 7. Wow. A little bit interesting. But I'll talk more about all of that on the podcast. See how I carried away, y'all. But it would have been interesting to see what she would have been doing if she was still here. And I'm sure it would have been something beautiful because that's all I've ever felt with her from birth to after. So, and then just seeing where my daughter's at, who's about to be 22, I can only imagine. But so in the midst of this, my mom was, I knew my grandmother was buried in the same cemetery. So as we have a good time having a cake, I didn't eat the cake, but I know it was a cake, you know, and it was nice. I had already ate before I got there too, but cake and a couple of other things. I think sandwiches or something. I had already ate. I brought my food there actually, so I was still eating. But I remember the cake because the rules were that you hold the cake before you eat it and wait until we take pictures with the cake. And Miss Sharon girl, a part of it was she was so caught into because we was having a good conversation, but I did hear that while we was having the conversation. But a part of it was that, and the cake was looking good, and I think she did say she was hungry too. She tore that cake up, but because I knew I would go eat it, so she had that. But I thought that was funny. So I had a really good time. And in the midst of this, and I knew my grandmother was buried there. Never met my grandparents. They died way before I was thought of. Or way before I was birthed. I don't know if I was thought of before. So I can't say that, but way before I was born. And so, never met them. So I can only just go off of what people say because I wasn't there to see. But it's been years since I've seen my grandmother's grave. So as we're now having a good time, been there for a minute, I'm just like, oh yeah, where is your mom at again? And asking what's the process to get the information, blah, blah, blah. My mom didn't tell me, trust me, I'm almost there, but I had to give all this other stuff because this is a big part of what you need to know. Just say that. And so in the midst of this, and she telling me where she remembers where her mother was at, and I'm like, cause we here, and I know I'm not here all the time, so this is the time. The time is now. Tomorrow ain't promised. She go on to say, granddad is buried there. I never knew that, y'all. I found out, I was 41 years old when I knew where my grandfather, my mother's dad, was buried. And that was at the same cemetery. So now I'm like, wow. Now, 3 years ago, I realized he was in the military, because when I was going through Ancestry to try to just find out some of this, because I just never really heard a lot of positive. It was always praised for a lot of negative behaviors. Not saying that absolutely share that, because that's a part of the story, but is that the only part of the story? So I used to always kind of wonder and know that can't be true. But since I wasn't there, I can't just say, okay, I don't have all the details, but I just know, because I'm like, we wouldn't be here today if it was that bad. So I at least knew that. But a few years ago, that was the first time I found he was in the military. I'm like, what? Because that's not talked often about, and I'm the first in my family, first woman, and I think still the only, and that's fine. I'm just saying, and I just realized that a couple years ago, because someone else told me, because I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about, I want more light. I'm gonna go to where I don't know exactly what I'm gonna see there, but I know what I feel, and I know when it don't feel good that I'm not gonna stay in it. So I know that, because I learned that early. I learned that early. I learned that early in my life. So when she said that, I'm like, wow, didn't know that. So now I was taken back, trying to process it, was having some really good enlightened moments. And then someone at some point mentioned his son, which is her brother, is also buried there. Father Zach, grandfather Zach, son Zach. I'm like, oh, they all right here too. So I'm knowing, and I knew my dad was buried there, but I just wasn't. It takes, and I'm okay with my grieving and how I do it, and I'm still in it, but I'm way past where I used to be. So I kind of didn't think about that, because I knew it was intentional. I didn't really care about that. I'm glad that I have the moments, the positive moments and memories of how I shared with him. So that was enough for me to grieve with that. And then I'll just take my time when I'm ready to go to the cemetery. Well, it hit me then that, oh, okay, yeah, he's here too. So the first time I've been around, my first experience of being around like just pure loving spirit from birth to death. I had that experience. I became 108 years old to 15. So I had that. So she's there, my grandmother there, my grandfather there, my uncle there. And I confirmed it with receipts. I didn't just go off of, no. When I heard them, I said, well, let me go and get it. That's what y'all said. You tickle in my ears. Yep, you got my attention because what you said. But not enough to where I might sit in there and believe it until I can see it too. You got to see it too. That's just how I do. So I'm like, oh, here. So I'm taken back. And now me and my brother and my nephews, let's go to that place so we can get, well, before we went there, we tried to figure out, I didn't know. So they was my mom and Takala and my cousin Keena. They would try to remember certain events, to try to remember around what year they died and things like that, because my sister was saying in order to get more information on where they're buried, I needed the name and their death and stuff. So we were going through all that. It seemed like a good little family game to me, because we had a good vibe, but it's still with something productive and something positive. So and it just happened, it flowed naturally. And so then when we get there, all I needed to give them was the name. I didn't even need that, but I had at least an estimate where if they did, we would just figure it out. I would stay there and we're going to figure it out. Because I'm like, when the cemetery close? Oh, in the next 90 minutes. Oh, that's enough time. I can wait. Because I'm here now and time is now for me to understand it, for me. So that was my experience on August 9th. And long story short, I at least knew where they were buried. Grandmother, I knew she already had a headstone because that wasn't the first time I visit. It's just been a very long time. And even that scavenger hunt to find it, that was pretty cool, although it was pretty warm outside. But because of what we were doing it for, I just thought that was pretty nice how we was working together, me, my brother, and the two nephews, to try to find it. And Kai found the shout out to Kai. So we all, it was just cool. But then I didn't know because Akina, I think a couple others, I don't know, Cher, that was their first time seeing hers. So they had a moment. So it was really good. It was really good, positive energy that, it kind of also felt like a breakthrough moment for many of us. That was what that experience was. That's what it was. So it really changed. It really sparked a lot with me because, grandmother have a headstone. My father, I knew he was gonna have one. I mean, I knew before his time. Don't got us get ready if you already ready. Ain't got to worry about trying to do it at the last minute. So my grandmother, my niece, and my dad have a headstone. But I did check on another cousin, but they could find the cousin. The baby, my first cousin, that would have been my first cousin, which is my Marla's daughter. They did not have a record, so I don't know if it's because I didn't get the name. Was it the name? I don't know. But the 5 that was there, so then the 2 that didn't have the headstones was the granddad and the uncle. But for me, I'm more taken back on the granddad because he served in this country. I already know how just certain cultural norms are of how that is, and just history and what era that was. I get that, but what his stuff? And so, but no worries, because I'm not saying it like I expect somebody to do it. I'm saying it because now I'm aware of it. And now I got to do something about it once I know better. And so I knew for me that that's something, okay, I got to, because it just sparked that to me. And so that big backstory that I just gave y'all, I kind of owed y'all that anyway, since I came a little hour later, a little bit more. Because much of this will be on the podcast. So I'm just giving y'all a little glimpse. But if you want more, that's where it's going to be. That's why I'm gradually coming on, just to come on a little frequently to get y'all a little bit. But, so that was August 9th, and that's been with me ever since. So what I did, and what's today? Look at God, September 9th. Look at God. So what I did when I came back home that weekend, I went back on Ancestry. It's free for 2 weeks. Free for 2 weeks. Free for 2 weeks. The same way it was a few years ago when I posted the information. So I don't know this. Hey, look, you got internet. They didn't have internet back then when we say how bad things were. Were we living in that era where you probably wasn't able to read or write, or if granddad was drafted too. World War II. Okay? So what, we living in that era? So how can we sit here and not understand what they knew is what they knew during that time? But we should know better. And it wasn't no technology there. We got Google. We got what this other stuff was, Siri and Alexa and AI and iRobot and all these other people that we could just ask the question, bloop, information come right up. Information come up. No excuses for us. But I'm going to take my part because that's all I can do. So if I, again, know better, I do better. And so when I came back that weekend, I went on Ancestry because I did it before, but I had all my records in Chicago. But now I'm living a little bi-coastal, so I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to maintain some here anyway. So I just went back on, just have an email address. You ain't got to put no credit card in, and they ain't paying me. They need to, but they ain't paying me. So I ain't saying it like I'm getting paid. I'm saying it because I'm giving you my journey. But I'm not going to keep saying it for and they making money. But I will at least say the first 14 days are free. Actually, I don't recall if I did put the credit card in. Bottom line, if you do request that, just put a timer on your phone on when to cancel it. Don't wait until, or if you're monitoring your bank account as you should, if you got a bank account, at least once a week, it should bloop, Ancestry, minus however much they say. I mean, and they pick up the phone and tell them to take it out. But anyway, so, So I went back on, and because I was already on a few years ago, I already kind of knew it won't take that much longer for me to go through looking for his stuff, because I already did weeks and hours of finding a lot of this. Because that's all it takes. It don't cost nothing but your time. But if you choose to sit and be a victim, then that's the results you're gonna get. I'm just saying. But if you choose to, okay, because we all in the same environment. But if you choose to sit there and take it, and then somebody else say, oh no, I don't choose to do that, I choose to go there. I mean, obviously that's why their results are different than yours. Come on, it's what you put in, what you receive. So, I go back, I pull it up, and yeah, so this is why, another reason why I'm sharing this too, because I know that probably nobody knew that, because I ain't never heard it. I heard everything other than productivity. I probably hear productivity a little sprinkle, but what's more praised is the lack of productivity to communities. I don't hear as many of those. So I'm sure this is new for many people. But granddad, my first granddad from my blood relative, I just found out, and I got receipts, and you got it too. It's public records, military records. I mean, ancestry, and I think it's another one that Zach mentioned to me. But any of those, Google, no excuse. You spend all the time. What the Everest College commercial say? You spend all the time online anyway. No excuse. Cry me a river, because you already to the water. It's up to you to want to drink it. But yeah, so for me, I pull back up. Now I'm looking at more records, because now everything's sparked. Like, oh no, we about to. I'm about to not be that one and say we ain't got it. When I know that, now that I know, I'm going to take this. It's just not for me. And then to know that I have a granddad that served in the military, it's even deeper for me, because it's like, I knew it was more things. I knew it was more. It's just usually more common than not, unfortunately, what I have experienced, but now I got a new experience. That's why I started August 9th, 2025. I received my new experience, as I mentioned, where I was around more positivity, but it was only positivity the entire time, for that long. And then look what it led me to, because now I got even more things, but I mentioned it in a few years ago, because I found out a few years ago. I'm like, oh wow, he was a twin. Because just go look it up. It's free. It costs you nothing but your time. Are you making money off of what you're doing now? Oh, then why not going there? Just saying. But anyways, so that's what I was doing. Okay, so I go on to say that. So then I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I get his records. And those that served in the military know, when it comes to trying to get some military records, you gotta pray that you get something, and you get it as at least while you're still alive. But God, on September 9th, y'all, on September 9th, saw the email in the inbox around 6:30-ish, before our poster came on at 7. And yeah, that's what took my time. Why I came on an hour later, because now I'm looking, they actually, I put in that request. So it was in less than 2 weeks, but I kind of knew that I would get it back with something, because what I found online. But I still got some time to go through it, and a lot that I've learned, and a lot to learn. But because this is history. First time seeing what the discharge paper looked like for a World War II veteran. And each era is different, and people in the military who served will understand that. But to see that, Army. Go Army. So yes, I have a grandfather who was a World War II vet that was drafted. And, so it hit different too. I volunteered 9 months after 9/11. It's different when you choose than when you don't have a choice. And he made it through to have us here today. These are things that I want to pass down to my soon to be 22-year-old and her people. other things too. Yeah, share that mama was real firm. Share mama didn't do this. Share also what she does, but I'm just saying. Share also the other things of what mama did to help get you where you are today. She had a whole story. And I learned a lot through my child, because I was a kid, I used to think like that. But once I became an adult, I'm not that. It's not, no. So, and that I learned through her that I can't keep saying that, because how did that look? I brought this child in the world and say, everything messed up. Yeah, everything messed up. I don't know. I brought you here to just tell you, this is just how life is. So I'm still going through that process, but since August 9th now, so it's been 30 days. But yeah, I got that message. I checked it within about 30 minutes before I was supposed to come on live, and I wasn't paying attention to the time. Once I get that, my eyes are on that. Now I'm looking at receipts. Oh, he served. He did. He was drafted. He served 3 years doing World War II. I've seen that. So I've seen other things too, and I'll give you can go online, or I know I'll share more on that too. But I did want to just bring this out because this is currently what it is. This is what the live is for, to kind of say what you got going on. So yeah, and this is kind of what I do with my time. And we all got the same time in the day. So if I'm drawn to something that's enlightening, I'm not putting no time on it. I'm just going to wait until it's time for me. Once I'm done with whatever it is, and then, because I really didn't realize it was past that time because I was in the moment. But look, I'm here and I'm sharing it, and those that wasn't able to make it, look, it's going to stay on the page so you can look at it at your convenience. But yeah, that's why I was, and I'm still processing everything, but it feels good. I feel proud. I'm not saying I haven't felt proud before. There's many relatives I feel proud of. But granddad, because now I at least know a little bit more about my grandparents, and then specifically him. Oh, he was a vet. So I thought that was cool. And due to a lot of that is why we're here today. So let's just make sure, and I guess the moral of this too is just, again, make sure that just in general, if you hear a story, it doesn't, because my story and my life ain't a horror story. Okay. I may have had moments, but that's not my life. That's not me. So, and that's how life's supposed to be, y'all. So if you're spending more time in the day just focusing on just nothing but the negative things that's going on in life, understand that you may want to take yourself out of that. And I've been there too. I've been there quite a few times. And that goes back to Sociable Healing Podcast. Why that was even created and designed is for me to share those moments and how I got through those moments. And when it come back again, I got that. But a big part is my spirituality. That's what carried me. From church growing up with my mama, till present day. And that's what carried me all the places I've been. Oh, I was there. Even Afghanistan, Iraq. Oh yeah, I'm at service. I'm there. I don't care. Even if I don't understand the language. Okay, what is it? Give me the translation. Cause I understand the spirit. I understand the feeling. So it carried me the entire way, despite the not so good. Because of course it was. I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Iraq. Of course. Come on now. But I'm still here. So, this is why I'm more glued to stuff like this. This is why I spend less time online, because the day be over by the time I'm doing something that's enlightened for me. But like I said, I am working on it, like today, to do it, because I am now in that stage where I am working on Operation SheGotCourage Foundation, nonprofit organization, which have the Sociable Healing Podcast as one of the entities within the foundation. So this is why, for me to be able to share my lessons learned, share what, I mean, we all went through something. I mean, it's in the Bible. People been through stuff way before us. Thousands and thousands of years. It's been written. That's what life going to be. That's a part of it. But what's also written, don't put that period on it yet, put that comma. What's also written is the positivity on how you can get through. Like, tell the whole story. Don't just get one little part out of it and then stick it. That's life for the rest of the life. What about the rest of those words on the pages? So, yeah, and it took me some time because I was going to sleep when I was a kid at church. Yeah, I was. I wasn't really paying attention. But when I got that next stage and went to the military, it didn't take that long. It didn't take that long for me. And that's what helped me. So, and that's what's still helping me. And that's what, even today, like, look how all of this unfold. And this is real life. And I just named people that I witnessed it. That was there too. So you can't tell me that ain't gospel. That ain't gospel. What is it then? So, that's why, y'all, and that's why I was like, okay, good time. And this is, I only slept less than 1 hour last night. And the whole entire day, it's a difference. Because usually when I don't sleep, I can't even do all of this. But the whole time I'm focused. So I knew that, yeah, I know what this feeling is. I know when it's time for me to make my next move. I know that. And I no longer want to be in a stage of my life where I ignore those things because of fear. What, fear? No, faith is what get me through. So, and that's why I'm here to share this with y'all. Okay. So the next 2 Tuesdays, it's going to be less time or whatever the spirit tell me, actually. Cause like I said, this just all is connected because it's just, I just finished wrapping up on the last piece right before I came on. But this is what that's what I'm coming on for. And then when the special guests come on, they're primarily people who got receipts of their service. Let's be clear, y'all. That's who comes. So licensed therapists that I personally know will be on. And that was already on my previous season of Sociable Healing Podcast. It's just been a few years since I've been there, but it's coming back, baby. But it's coming back. Life coach, certified life coach. Community activists, educators, veterans. So it's people who are of service so they can share theirs too. Not just people, again, if you come with a problem, bring at least 2 solutions. That's, if you come with a problem, for every one problem you bring 2 solutions. And if you got that, then you may be a guest. You may be my guest. Be my guest. But don't just come with the problems. Because I just told you how you could deal with that. Go to church service, go do some praise, go do some worship, go read the Bible, go read. Because Proverbs, Psalms, that's positivity, y'all. That's positivity. So go do it. I mean, that's what I did. I'm just going to tell you what I did. If you want to know how I got to where I'm at, I'm telling you what I did. It's up to you to drink the water. This is just where you go. Okay? Yeah, I'm still processing it, but what perfect time to share this with y'all because this is how I would normally share it on my podcast. I'll give y'all a little glimpse and then go on my podcast because I am working on building my nonprofit organization to help elevate self. Talk about self and how, like I said, the lessons learned, the journey, things like that. Motivate the rising. Motivate people that come after me because I'm going to be a future ancestor. So do I want my story to be just like people keep saying with everybody else? Oh, they ain't did nothing. No, they ain't. Not me. Especially if I brought a kid in this world. So that's what's important about my nonprofit organization. And collaborating with the community. With people that I just mentioned. People of service, whatever that may be. If you of service to a community that's in true need, which is going to be on my podcast, what that look like. Not those that choose and got the resources there. No. In true need. Look, let's go. You can be a guest because that's what it is, okay? So that's one of my main things that's my focus is, and now y'all got a good glimpse of what to expect. And of course it's gonna be a little trivia, little things like that. That's a part of me. But also, the third annual 20-mile hike during Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to talk a lot about that because that is the fundraising, one of the main fundraising events where I have done it for 2 years. Next year will be my third year that I have the easy way for non-military people to know is hike. Military people work march, but you walk. With some stuff on your back and stuff like that for 20 miles. Yeah, that's annual. Memorial Day weekend in Chicago with the Chicago Veterans nonprofit organization. Like I said, I've done 2 years with them, and I'm going to explain a lot of what touched me and why I even decided to do it. That's going to be on the podcast. Now, I'm putting it on the podcast now, y'all. Why I even decided to do it, why it doesn't seem like it's where I could kind of understand why it might seem like a lot for y'all, but I know the purpose and the passion, so it don't feel like that for me. It just don't. But I'm gonna share a lot of that. So if you have any questions, you can share what your questions are if you're curious, and then I'll be able to answer, depending on what it is, briefly on here, but then pretty much of it be on the podcast. But those are my two, Sociable Healing Podcast, and then my two main right now. And then the annual fundraising event for the 20-mile hike. And then there'll be some other ones soon. But those are the two main ones that I'm working on. So yeah, fundraising and get more stuff to where, and I'm going to share, it's taking a minute to download, but I'm going to share the one I didn't record the first one. I did record this year, and then I'm going to do more next year, but that's also where donations come in to get more of that. But I prefer, because the donation would be to bring some more people out to hold the camera, because I be busy. But I have this year I used a chest mount, because I'm like, yeah, I gotta have my hands free. I just have it for my water and just feel free, because I know what the moment is in memory of those that's no longer here. Because I could have been not here, but I'm here, so I like to appreciate that. So ultimately, that is dear to me, and that's something that's annual for me. So that gives y'all a nice, good glimpse of what to expect. If you're interested in more, then follow the pages. It's in the bio, the links. If you're not, that's fine too. But if it's so, again, everything ain't for everybody. The messages that get some people right away, some people later, some people never. It is what it is. But I'm just letting y'all know that. And I'm about to go in here. But and then the other thing is, well, that's pretty much it for now. That's to give y'all enough when it comes to that and where I'm at with stuff. But anything else other than that, you should have enough to where if you want to ask some questions, yeah. But more details later if you follow the page. And a lot of behind the scenes stuff going to be on my membership page. So I'll put a little bit of this and that, but a lot of more raw, unedited stuff. It's going to be on that membership page. So y'all go get some stuff, okay? But Kimmy girl. So you say that so yeah, you did say this is your last month. You gone in 2 weeks. Yes, the 23rd. Okay, so yeah, that's in about 2 weeks. Do you? Oh, and I'll probably just answer your question. So again, if a person come with problems, they got to come with at least two solutions. But other than that, the topics is just about, as I kind of mentioned it, but I'm sure you asked me this before I said it. But thank you for the questions too. But all I'm about, this is just all I ever been. So if the topics ain't related to nothing about growth, positivity, worried about trying to elevate yourself, self-care, self-love, being mentor, motivating people that come after you, the next generation. It ain't about servicing the community. Those are the topics. So, yes, those are the topics, that I'm always open for conversation. That's been, my life, for over 24 years. Is self-growth, something about self-growth, talking about what you're doing, what you did to get through the storm, We know it's storms, but what you did to get through it. So those are topics. And like I said, mentor the youth, how you setting an example for the youth, because they watching, just like we were watching. Well, I mean, we got eyes, y'all. We got eyes. And what you doing to give back to the community, because there's different ways that could give back. I was telling my mama earlier, I'm like, wow. Not on this woman bear 10 kids. She brought in a whole lot of everybody else's kids. If that ain't selfless service, it ain't gotta be you in the military. I mean, it was kinda. It just wasn't the U.S. military. It was the boom military or whatever. Well, it wasn't really. I just say organization. So it doesn't matter. It's just who you are, your character. If it ain't good character, why I'm talking about it, but, so yeah, it's just stuff that's supposed to, continue to help breed positivity. So yeah, it is that, and that should be pretty broad where it could be, anything related to it. But if you need me to specify, or if you have a particular topic, that you would like for me to discuss, then just let me know. And then, we could discuss it, and I can let you know. I said it right, Cherish. I knew it was a beautiful name, but I couldn't remember if it was Cherish or Charity. So I was like, I think it's Cherish, so I think I would remember Charity. That's what I was saying to myself. So I got it right. Thank you for confirming that. I'm on here longer than I wanted to be, but again, I gotta go with what it is, which is how I like it to be too. So, okay, well, let's see what you say, girl. Yeah, girl. So again, she been dead for over 20 some plus years. And like I had mentioned, so for me, I knew I would never forget her birthday, and it just so happened I was there. I was in Chicago that weekend, so I chose to go there. Just like I mentioned, like I didn't know others do, and they didn't know I was coming either. Like, yeah, usually you wouldn't know I go, because I make up my mind. When I make up my mind, I change my mind. But I happened to be there that weekend. So, yeah. But yeah, my sister been there every year since 1999, at least once a year. So that's like I said, and I don't know about your sister. I forgot, because we was having a nice little conversation, but I forgot about that. So I knew she was gonna be there. Only thing I wanted to do was confirm the time so I could know how I was gonna move around. But I knew like she ain't gonna miss no day to go and say happy birthday to her baby, her only baby. Yeah, girl. Yes. He did serve in the U.S. Army. He was drafted in World War II. Yes. My granddaddy, which is your great grandfather. Yes, he did. I got the receipts. Now, I ain't got, so-and-so tell me that so-and-so said and so-and-so did that. Not telephone. I got the receipts, and it's public records. Got the receipts. I got even the sheet with the discharge, which is online public records. But listen, y'all, this is something good that if you trying to figure out some of this stuff now, go on in now. But blessings to you too, girl. Blessings to you too. Oh, I must have missed something though. Cause where you say you going? I thought I saw it. Did you take it off? Because I don't see it now. I know you said you leaving it. Did I miss it? Let me see. I know you said, okay, last month in Chicago, you going in 2 weeks on the 23rd. Yeah, I thought I saw it, but I don't see it now. So whenever, yeah, tell me where you going. Because I thought I saw it, but I knew I wanted to kind of finish my story, and I was going to get back to it. Because you ain't in Chicago, you going to be still in the state of Illinois. I thought I saw it. Was it the other eye? I thought I saw I thought I saw eye. So was it still Illinois, or is it Indiana? Iowa, what's the other? Any other states with eye? Come on, y'all. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. That's the topic. Each one teach one. So I know I saw at least an eye. For sure. So it probably would have been Illinois, because you probably would have just said the city. So Indiana or Iowa. Idaho. No, Idaho now. Was it Idaho? I know it ain't no Idaho. That's probably why I didn't even think to bring that up. Was it Idaho? If it is, listen. If it is, I'm sure you got your reasons. But was it Idaho? Let me know about Idaho. So I come over there and visit because just when the weather is nice. Water. That's all it ever been. Water or tears, sometimes wine, y'all. That's it. But right now it's just water. Just water. I have a little hole in it. The straw that I gotta replace. I changed it on the side. But so yeah, but that is water. But okay, y'all. Like I said, I can only see the comments live if you're commenting on the Just Teressa B Facebook page. But it doesn't matter where you comment at some point I will check. And I didn't check on this one because I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. And it's crazy. I'm still not sleepy, but I know why. But it'd be nice. I can go to sleep. And it's interesting to have one only within an hour of sleep. Why am I clicking on this? It's something. It's a reason. To have less than an hour of sleep. I forgot what I was going to say about that. To have let me check these messages. Forgot I was going to say it's probably going to come back. But let me see if real quick before I wrap up. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm just still like, I'm not surprised, shall I say, because like I said, but in a way, I guess, because I like my sleep. I love my sleep, but yeah. My mind say, but the meditation, I do meditate. I did a lot of that, so that's still the same. I'm sure that play a part too. So let me check real quick if it's any messages, because after this though, I'm ready to get to something else. Okay, because I know I was just on a couple of days ago, but let me check real quick because I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get better with at least taking a little glimpse at some of these. See if y'all sent any messages previously, because I might as well do it at the same time since I know I don't be on as much. Okay. And again, shout out to the September babies. September babies, birthday babies. Everybody should be in school now. So prayers for all the students, prayer for all the staff and faculty too. Send 2 prayers for all of them. Cause teachers. Whew, I'm gonna have quite a few episodes on that. Okay, I don't think I see it there. Okay, so I don't think I see anything there. But I'll pop up sometime this weekend. This wraps this up. So just know I'll be coming on, and just depending on what the spirit tell me will determine how long. But it is projected now, y'all, for 20 minutes because of the weekday. But oh my gosh, what is this that just popped up? Reel that just popped up as soon as I open this. Oh wow, I get the message behind it, but okay, let me check out my email, y'all. I mean my DM. I'm trying to check it while I'm on, cause get it all out the way, and then at the same time, if somebody came on, just get it all out the way. So whatever y'all do, get this too. Yeah, because no more private sessions for free. Let me throw that out there. Unless you a guest to come on publicly. Most likely if you using a number, if you ain't talked to me in years and you still got the same number, most likely you ain't reaching me by that number. I've been grown past that number. So if you're trying to just wait and DM or here, because I don't have a number anymore that I pass. The only number I have is a business number. So obviously the combo got to be business. But if it ain't that, I don't have no other number nah. So I do need to say that because many people have been saying, yeah, I'll talk to you offline. DM. Cause what? We about to sign some agreement on what we're about to do then? Okay. Just saying, y'all. Okay. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, shout out to South Carolina. I don't know if that's where this person is at right now, but I know that's where he's from. What's up? What's up, Dre? Wow, shout out to Dre. Oh, wow, when the last time I seen you? Who? Korea? Was it South Korea today? Speaking of that, when I brought up on a previous, what's the name? I did get it right. Mary, it was Kentucky. It was just my first duty station that I was surprised it'd been that long, and I just remembered right away because it's been so long since I saw Mary. So shout out to Mary, because y'all don't tell me. Let me take my time to think about it. But Dre, I know you from South Carolina, and then I think you was kind of also living in North Carolina. So I know where you was at least from. So shout out to South Carolina. But how you been? Let me put you over here. I gotta update it because I'm checking the inbox. When you sent me that, the 16th, that wasn't that long ago. Oh, almost a month ago. Hey y'all, listen, I'm getting better. How you been? This is a recent one here. I can't remember last time. Was it South Korea? Comment when you can. Was it South Korea? Yeah, it was. We were supposed to have there was a time we was gonna cross when I was living in North Carolina, and I think you was passing through to get to South Carolina or something like that. But that didn't occur. But the last time was South Korea. What year was that? Because I went twice. That was my second time. So 2013 to 2014, something like that. So it's been over 10 years. It's at least 10 years. Wow. Okay. And I think I checked. Oh, I did. I gotta check one more. I'm getting it all out the way. One shot, one kill. Let me see. But yeah, where you at though? What you doing? What's going on? I'm gonna have to go look on your page too. Matter of fact, let me go on there real quick since I'm on here. But I'm about to wrap up, y'all. I'm just trying to get everything done. Let me go on your page and see. Where you at? On your page, private. Follow this account to see your photos and videos. Okay. Oh, you following me? I can't tell. And I don't know how long you've been following me. So let me tell you this. I don't pay attention to that. Only reason why I'm now starting paying attention because certain platforms change their rules. Like Instagram, I can't go on live yet because I think they say I need 1,000. I'm like, dang, I don't even know how many I got. Never pay attention. Don't know me. How long you been watching me, Dre? I'm sure it probably was recent because one thing that I remember with you, you outspoken. You good time though. You a good vibe, man. You a good vibe. But you gonna be seen. That's the truth. Now can I get on that? Oh, you gotta accept it. Oh, that. So if you on right now, what did I do? Did I take it back off? No, it says requested. Okay. Let me see. Okay, no, I did take it back off. Okay, so I gotta wait until you accept it. Did see your page? Okay, then I'll find out then what you got going on. I thought I was gonna just see it. Now why am I already doing all this? Yeah, but what you doing? What's going on? And and I already know. And even your profile show that you got 3 hot peppers. Oh man, it's been so long. I miss a lot of my military vets. Shout out to the military vets too, man. Shout out to the military vets. And Dre, that's Chief right there. And one of the many, man, Well, one of many of us, usually not that many of us anyway, but then when we were in South Korea, with the many of us, and yeah, that's Chief right there. That's Chief. Chief. What's going on, Chief? So yeah, y'all, like I said, you know, I'm trying, and see, this was a nice amount of time, and I'm gonna keep this on here, and then I'm gonna add it on my YouTube. I'm gonna add it on my YouTube because I know the videos on Facebook, they say after 30 days they delete it. And I don't know if you gotta spend some money to have an account to keep it on there longer, and I probably will never find out because I'm not spending no money to keep it on there. I'd rather download it when I get it done and then be done with it. You know, I like to think a little better, you know. It gotta be a win-win. This is it. Like I said, I'll come back, pop up. But now it's time for me to continue with the other things I have to do. But yeah, y'all, it's been real. Talk to y'all later. Until next time.